Etiefo me mo bibi akwa aba eba Melodies TV so. Ma me no that screen so no your friend Bissiw. Na Bissiw National Women's Organizer. Emma the opposition NDC. Say Enra anase Enrechi recently omo ekoye stakeholder meeting with the National Peace Council. National Peace Council tunsa efre political parties no ahead of the 2024 elections so that basabasa yo NC. Na no kwene nyame anim ni. I liked senior Bissiw no okasa National Peace Council for senior wo born na adwen eyi na adwen etre wo mo no. People like this and personally I think say in these times no ye here. Yentie ensemo Bissiw ekan na yeba yentie Bissiw enum nsem na hwesenia obon no kwai no because me won say me break can fan nsem no kwai no ho yentie
as far as Western was concerned, election 2020 was concerned because it was military bullets, not MPP vigilante bullet, not CPP vigilante bullet, not NDC vigilante bullet. And these officers were under a command. We want prosecution for that. Let's move to Edra. What happened? The military officer who went on his knees and fished and gunned down those young ones as though they were birds. What has happened? Compensation is being paid. Who is funding prosecution? So we cannot be in a nation where we keep talking about things around peace. You cannot give me ingredients for Benquine and come and request for Katiquine. It's not going to happen. So when you give us ingredients for violence, it's violence that we beget. So if we really want to face it, I'll say it here again, as I said before I was ways to go, that nobody will sit down this time for peace. And when you get there, the peace is not observed because we will also be on high alert. As far as we are concerned, we are for peace until we are touched. Right to self-defense is a constitutional right. I think that we need to tackle these issues before you can forge forward for me to trust the National Peace Council, for me to trust anybody. One thing that I know is that our attend meetings, but we advise ourselves. That is the naked truth. Anybody here can speak any other language, any other English, anything. And this is my last bit of profo because I bought credit, English credit before I came here. Me, I'm a villager. Profo no one. It's a brand who come profo somewhere. You can trust me that I'm expressing the sentiments of many family members who have suffered because of election violence, not by political, but if you slap me as MPP, I'll slap you back. If you slap a CPP, you get your slap back. But what do you do? When the military who are supposed to defend and turn their guns on us, what do you do? When the police officers turn their guns on us, what do you do? When the national security will arm young men to the teeth?
You see, if it is a yanyum na obo, if it is nice, you play it twice. Mesanso bebo ebiana obiante Bissiw nsemo a wo kan yi wanti ase. Mesanso bebo na wati ase nsemo a odi tuja because he has said really important. Now, keep in mind enkrofo a woni omo kasa. We enkrofo a Ghana ha say yabo mu echi the National Peace Council say enyama bebresi ewo President Akufo-Addo amemu a omo nyina yekom omo nka hwe. In the some first stakeholder meeting with Bissiw no and obobo nsem no atro mo say ayawa so west wagon esi ewo Ghana ha yante se mo ka hwe. You are not even calling for prosecution. Like by this time National Peace Council na mo the pressure to aban so said that be the kokosi wa ayawa so west wagon committee judges betina asem so a wo mo ka say MPP fo na wo mo kokoto tuo yenchi omo President Akufo-Addo ka se won nchi omo no ka wo se mo Peace Council mo the pressure to neki said abi the president ne ye no it is not presidential ejura soldiers ekokoto ye bon crofo tuo ye kote ho committee eno nso sa commission o se committee o se den I say people are being compensated but no prosecution techiman into tie nsemo a wo kan I said directly speaking to the National Peace Council. Now, we no sanso de kan ho say aben kwan sabi untumi nkonkoma me aben kwan ho nyama. Uwie meka ntre me say enkaten kwan. E National Peace Council for no ni omo kasa no. E omo no ni omo kasa say engrofo edi bone engrofo ye basabasa ye bo engrofo ti omo National Peace Council for mo ayekom mo be kasa no mo ayekom na mo he. Ade say aben kwan wa ma me aben kwan ho nyama. Now so ni me aba betena se wa ha ene me be have stakeholder meeting say 2024 election no me fa peace enye den emra. Nipa kro no de bone ba na wo tututuo ne nyama no. O de kam ya me nso me de beka no. Enti ende so wo ye bone a enye kom katre no ansa na why say one me be. Basically that's what she's telling the National Peace Council. And I like the fact that she didn't shy away. Say ono de wonam ne baby. Uye MPP ni na obebo na obebo obi because Ghana mra. Onam ne baby uye CPP ni na obebo na obebo obi Ghana mra. Obi anka National Peace Council enim ontumi nya kokodro ne nkaza asem no. But okatro mo say if it is peace you want, then tell the other people they should bring peace. Because if they don't bring peace, na omo de ba so mo be ye basa gidigidi e wo menima gidigidi ni ye na ye nimye. Me say if it is nice, you play it twice. So when tin sem na one tin sem walk can me the kind no tie biom.
As far as Ayos West Ogun was concerned, election 2020 was concerned because it was military bullets, not MPP vigilante bullet, not CPP vigilante bullet, not NDC vigilante bullet, and these officers were under a command. We want prosecution for that. Let's move to Edra. What happened? The military officer who went on his knees and fished and gunned down those young ones as though they were birds. What has happened? Compensation is being paid. Who is standing prosecution? So we cannot be in a nation where we keep talking about things around peace. You cannot give me ingredients for a banquet and come and request for Katikwan.
Simple. That analogy wey dey me for us, me believe it rough. You cannot be talking around peace, and the people who are not bringing the peace, you are watching them and not saying anything. Hey, me say I miss those days when the National Peace Council were vocal. They radid and coupon Jesus Christ. Hey, me say I'm telling people this, and I've said it on countless occasions, but me can't actually. I'm going to say it again. Listen, one of the reasons in I decided to say me vote for NDC, no. You see, it is because I have noticed, say NDC ba bemwa. That is when all these neutral people and all these people who've been set up to check government, no, that is when they really do their work. NDC ba bemwa. That is when the National Peace Council becomes vocal when something bad goes on. NDC ba bemwa. That is when the Ghana Bar Association, they become vocal when something bad goes on. NDC Bar Bemwa, that is when in software the clergy, the Christian Council, they become vocal when something bad goes on. Yeah, and listen, for me, and America, no, NDC are not looking into that. But for me, it is a major reason why I want NDC to come. Because at least if for nothing at all, Krana. When say NDC ba no ye bonia National Peace Council be so we akaseti omo. But sa ban we minim si esro mu si eden yu. Yentie hana Bissiw.
It's not going to happen. So when you give us ingredients for violence, it's violence that we beget. So if we really want to face it, I'll say it here again, as I said before I was ways ago, that nobody will sit down this time for peace, and when you get there, the peace is not observed because we will also be on high alert. As far as we are concerned, we are for peace until we are touched. Right to self-defense is a constitutional right. I think that we need to tackle these issues before you can forge forward. For me to trust the National Peace Council, for me to trust anybody, one thing that I know is that I will attend meetings, but we advise ourselves that.
And I like the way she was straightforward and told National Peace Council the truth. Say National Peace Council for yen trust mu. What are some okano? Or Tramo say, me baby, I may meet no. What friend me meeting? Me the Obuo Bema because National Peace Council, me and you for. I am more a soft one and more creating National Peace Council. No, ye the Obuo no Bemamo. More free a meeting, ye beba. More free a meeting, be a beba. But meeting na ye bano. Emma and Yamo say, the more can be an ye. Yen ye the asumge neighbor. Now so may come our National Peace Council, what I say, yen trust him. Because more you come Ghana dodo. Unlike your time, into yen jimundi. But more free ye the Obuo Beba mo ye beba. Ye sound so come what ya say. Ye enya adwen bone ye de beto aba no ba meba na me beto aba na obi de nza kamia hu ne se enya asomdwe ena me ne nipa kro no ase me de me pa asomdwe da bi meba na obi de nza kamia me nso me retaliate nti me kama wo National Peace Council wati ase ti ebe ya kona kwa katre se nipa kro no se mo mfa ne nsa ma me kame because me de asomdwe ba I am coming with peace until I am touched. I like this woman. Bissiw. I like her. Obia National Peace Council for impinyu for otiomunimu a Kafian so be kokwasa okay oh don't worry we've heard you and yeah we've heard we simu abonadwenya tromo and that is what we like. That is what we want. Ya so son sem so asoso nyama so ma people have gotten away with violence in this country in the name of politics. And omanke was all kasa like the National Peace Council, they've been silent on it. They needed this. They needed someone to tell them the truth in their faces. And I like what Bissiw has done. Don't try my comment box in the moment.